Hello, 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 and welcome. If you're watching this, you missed our first day of second semester Foundations of Technology. Welcome. This is going to be a very quick recap, as most of today was gathering information from you guys. So if you weren't there, you've really missed out. But don't worry, if you'd like to tell me anything or contribute to any of the questions, please send me an email, and I will be sure to use your feedback. Let's take a look at what you missed. So first of all, really important, if you need to get in touch with me, and you don't know this, then you probably can't watch this video because you wouldn't know how to find the video in the first place. So maybe this is all moot. But to reach out to me, please use this email address right here. That's the best way to reach me. Alternatively, you can always click this button on our home page to get in touch with me as well. About me, look how cute I used to be when I was younger. Then I grew up and started harassing lizards and climbing rocks and all kinds of other crazy stuff. I really enjoy hiking, being outdoors. I used to, enjoy doing those things with people, but now I just do them by myself. This was just a little test to see if the Nearpod thing worked. Looks like most people really enjoyed this class last semester, so not a whole lot is going to change this semester. We're going to try to keep it kind of consistent to what it was. So if you didn't like last semester, please let me know why not, and I will try to adjust the course material to be more to your enjoyment. I asked you guys what you did outside of school, and I got a varied bunch of responses. Lots of video game nerds here, including myself. I love video games. Dogs, watching TV, playing various sports, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, football. So you guys are a varied bunch, huh? A person who really enjoys Cookie Crisp, camping, a person after my own heart, skateboarding, baseball. So you guys are into all sorts of stuff. Then we really came to the important part. So I asked you to come up with a list of rules and expectations for you as the student that would help you study better, understand the material, and make sure the environment is inclusive to everybody. And I came up with all kinds of things. I'm not going to read them for you. I will be compiling these into a rule set for the class, and we're all going to agree to them. So if you weren't here and you have a good idea that you would like to include, please send me an email and I'll put it on the document. Similarly, we came up with some ideas for me as the instructor that I need to follow. So if you have something that you want me to do, you need to let me know via the email. Otherwise, I will not make it onto the document. What are we doing this semester? Well, here's our basic kind of outline of what we're doing next. We're going to do a short problem-solving / critical thinking challenge. Then we'll be on to our electricity unit, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's my favorite unit. Then we'll do a transportation challenge. From there, we'll go to structures and building technologies, and we'll end it all with flight and space. Ooh, the final frontier. All of our files can be found on MyMCPS. This is going to be our main platform. It's important that you are familiar with it. I will be posting every single thing for this class that you need under modules, to which you can get to by clicking this button, or even this button. 3 ways to get there. Inside modules, everything will be sorted chronologically by weeks. The weeks will be dated, so this is February 1st through 5th, and here are the slides you're currently watching, and also the video will be posted here. So you must have navigated here if you're watching this. Other things about the page that might be important. Here in the center are some useful links, for instance, the syllabus, a little bit of information about me, and then Zoom information for each class period. If for whatever reason you're having trouble going through the Zoom here or here, you can always try the direct link or by entering the course ID or the Zoom ID and the password, which are also in here for each class period. On Wednesdays, you can find me in this link. I will be there from 10 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. You can stop by during any portion of that time, although I will not be having office hours this week because I need to make supplies for you guys. But every other week, come see me on Wednesday. If you can't make those times, shoot me an email. We can set up an alternative time to meet. That would be fine. Here, this week at a glance, you can find information about what we're doing each day. I will have my objectives and any links to assignments that are due that week posted here. So please make sure to check that part out. And down here, there's some useful links that you might want to peruse. And classroom expectations will become a link once we have written some. Alrighty. Grading policy. 10% practice and participation, 90% all assessment. As last semester, I don't dictate that. The administration does. If you have a problem with it, take it up with them. I quite like it, actually. The late policy. Last semester, I was very, very lax on it. I understand people have different circumstances, and you might need more time. I'm sensitive to that. Unfortunately, a lot of people are taking advantage of this and procrastinating until the last second, and I ended up with a lot of people turning in super late work. I'm trying to avoid that. So I will be sticking to the you lose 10% of your score after the due date by default. Then if you turn in things after the deadline, they will not be scored according to the official policy, but the deadline is supposed to be 3 days after the due date. I will extend that for most assignments. I think that's a little harsh. I'll limit the deadline farther, and I will let you know what the deadline is for each assignment. However, it's not going to be like last semester. Please do not take advantage of my generous policies and put everything off until the last second. It is not a good way to live your life, and I want to discourage that as a habit. If you have an extenuating circumstance, like your house collapses, or your router explodes, or something else crazy happens, send me an email. I'm sensitive to that sort of thing, and I'm willing to work with you to get you an extension or whatever else you need, but you need to let me know. Don't let me know 2 months from now and be like, hey, I didn't turn this assignment in because, I don't know, there was a fire everywhere. Tell me when that happens, and I will work with you. Don't tell me later. You have to be here. Watching this video is insufficient. You're missing out on all kinds of activities that we do in class. So please make sure you try your best to make it to every class period. If you must be absent, you need to watch these videos. I'll be posting them in that module section. And then the virtual absence form is for your parents to fill out. You can find the virtual absence form on the Walter Johnson High School website on the left-hand side here. I will not be updating your attendance. When you do this, the administration does it. So you need to make sure you fill this form out so they can update it. Do not email me saying, I watched the video, can you change the attendance? I will not be doing that. You need to do this form for that to happen. That pretty much sums up everything. If you have any further questions or rule suggestions, please email me. Thank you for listening and have a great rest of your day.